Why is it that when a new iPhone comes out, everyone cannot wait to get their hands on it? We want to create this illusion of success just to fit in with society, just to gain a social status or demonstrate your wealth. Instead, we shouldn't be focusing on buying things just to prove our worthiness to others. Because in reality, let's be honest, who cares? Who cares that you've got the newest iPhone? Who cares that you're driving this car? The only person who really cares is yourself and your own self-worth. If Apple phones were not associated with the brand Apple, would you still buy it? What we're actually doing is we're paying for the brand. We're paying for the Apple logo. We're not paying for the product. We're not paying for the iPhone. We're paying for the brand associated with it. What we are buying is the reputation we want to represent in ourselves. Big luxury brands like Gucci and Louis Vuitton are described as aspirational brands. Wikipedia defines this as a brand which a large segment of its exposure audience wishes to own, but for economic reasons cannot. This is why we need to prioritize why we are buying something over who we are buying it for. Now I'm going to be giving you 6 reasons as to why you should prioritize looking poor over looking rich, and how looking poor can actually lead you to being rich. My first point is pressure of appearances. So we live in a world where we are constantly pressured by trends that we see in social media. Everything is about appearance, right? Social media is full of flexing clothes, flexing watches, flexing lifestyle, flexing homes, flexing cars. A study by the American Psychological Association showed that 90% of teens feel pressured to look a certain way because of social media. And that constant need to show off actually increases anxiety and stress. And this is the opposite of what we want to be doing. When we buy these products, when we buy into these trends, don't we want to be feeling happy? This just shows how it works the opposite way. We buy something purely for that short-term gratification of having the item, but then once that satisfaction or that happiness of having the new item is over, we constantly feel pressured to buy into the next trend, buy the next product. That's why it's a repetitive cycle. And if we break that cycle in the first place and we don't give in to the trends in the first place, we won't have that constant feeling of stress and pressure to constantly give in and buy new trends or buy into new products. Looking rich actually creates this fake image. It creates this fake image of being this successful person, being a person that you should look up to. By taking a step back, rejecting that pressure to look rich, you're actually doing yourself a favor and allowing yourself to be a lot more relaxed and authentic. My next point is the power of humility. So stereotypically, people who look poor or dress more modestly are seen as more humble. A Harvard Business School study actually found that people who dressed down and wore plain clothes, skipping luxury brands, were often seen as a lot more competent and approachable. The reason is because people associate simplicity with being more relatable. That's what really builds trust within our relationships and with other people that we are surrounded with. So instead of trying to impress people with these material possessions that you have, why not impress with who you are as a person? Why not impress with your personality and your approachability and your trust and your loyalty? Humility speaks volume, and it's something money cannot buy. So being humble is much more cherished over setting yourself up on this pedestal for people to adore you rather than people be able to befriend you and see you as a nice person. My next point is about minimalism and how less is more. Minimalism is a whole mindset. It isn't just a phrase, less is more. It's a whole mindset that you can adapt to help you achieve this richer lifestyle. Not be perceived as rich, but actually be rich. 2020 study by the Journal of Consumer Research found that people who focused less on material goods and more on experiences were actually happier. This just shows that happiness doesn't come from the latest phone or a new pair of sneakers. It comes from experiences and how we actually live our life. Because we all have that cycle, that repetitive consumerism cycle, where we buy something and we're happy because we've made the purchase, now we fit into the crowd, now we fit into what's social norms, and we look like this super cool, trendy person. But this is just a short-term amount of happiness. Another study actually showed that happiness actually stays the same thing, no matter what we do. Yes, there will be fluctuations in our happiness when we make these purchases, but it will only be short term. You're not going to be happy with that purchase forever. Eventually, this new phone is going to become the norm. Think about this, you buy a new phone, OMG, it's so cool. It works so fast, it has all these cool features, the camera is so good, but over time, it will just become the norm to you. It will just become another part of your daily life. You won't be as appreciative of it, you won't be as grateful for it, and you won't be realizing these things that you realized before because it's just not new to you anymore. Because you're never going to have a never-ending linear amount of happiness from one material purchase or possession. My next point is avoiding the trap of materialism and survival. Let's say you buy a Lamborghini. You buy a Lamborghini and it's so cool. You can show it off to all your friends, you can drive around in your town, look all rich, look all wealthy, look like you've got it all together. But in the back of your mind, you know this car is costing you 40% of your income. You are spending nearly half of your income just to maintain this car. Find out that you have to pay to maintain the wheels. Petrol's going to be a lot more expensive. Something gets damaged in the car, you're going to have to pay a lot more money than all these other brand manufacturers, and soon enough your happiness is just going to decrease. Your satisfaction with this Lamborghini is going to decrease because the only thing it's going to be doing is putting you into debt. Is it worth all this stress and all this pressure to maintain this car and to have this car if you can't even enjoy it? This is why we need to be grateful for what we already have. Spend time in your day to be grateful for what you already have and show gratitude and thankfulness for what you already have, because you might already have a really good phone. If you take time during the day to be like, wow, I have a really good phone right now. Some people do not even have a phone. Some people don't even know what it's like to have such a good phone as I have. By showing this gratefulness, it's going to make you much less likely to go into that habit of buying or making these big purchases that you can't even upkeep because of their expenses and maintenance, because you're already grateful for what you have and you already show gratitude. And you'll just realize, what's the point of getting a new phone? What's the point of getting a new car if I'm already grateful for what I have and I already have that, just a different version? This nicely brings me into my other point, which is saving money and staying smart. Because let's be honest for a second, looking rich isn't cheap. It's not cheap at all. All these designer clothes, latest gadgets, flashy cars, all that costs a lot of money, not only to buy in the first place, but to maintain. And if you want to maintain that reputation, you have to keep buying. You have to keep keeping up with the trends because you can't just repeatedly wear the same things. In reality, these people that are making these purchases, these luxury purchases, they actually can't afford it. Did you know that 56% of young adults in the US actually live paycheck to paycheck? And part of the reason for this is because they're spending their money on things that they don't really need, on unnecessary expenses or luxury items, which in reality have no benefit to them at all, other than portraying them in a light of wealth and giving them this perceived social status. Rejecting the idea that you need to look wealthy or you need to look rich is saving you a lot of money, making sure that you're being smart with what you use your money for. Instead of using that money to buy these luxury items, you're going to use that money not to make unnecessary purchases, but to invest into assets. And you're going to use these assets to then buy you these extra goods or expenses that you want to do. It's going to be okay because you're always going to have the asset, and the asset is always going to be bringing you money. Never spend your capital. Don't spend what you earn from your job, what you earn from your paycheck, what you earn from your business. Do not spend that on liabilities which lose value and don't bring you back any money. You need to be using your money smart. You need to be investing it into assets, so then those assets which will recurringly bring you income in, whether this is properties, whether this is stocks and shares, whether this is gold, it's going to be over time growing in value. And then you can use the money on education, on learning new skills, on getting new experiences, forming memories, making purchases which will actually benefit you in the future. Because this luxury hoodie that you're going to buy from Gucci, what type of benefit is that going to have to you in the future? And my last point is, the less you care about impressing others with what you have, the more you can actually focus on who you are and adapting yourself and evolving yourself and developing skills within yourself that you wouldn't be able to do if you were so fixated on having a rich appearance. This feeling of liberation or empowerment is much better than happiness when buying a new thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Please make sure to check out my channel for any other self-development videos or any other entertaining videos that you may like to watch. Yeah, stay tuned for next week's video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!